We are about to start. This is Robot Nuke. Now let's hear it for the man, the myth and the legend in his own head, Eric Nuke Hudson.
Hey, it is Sunday night, day 21. Hoping I haven't ruined my YouTube algorithm by doing this, because I have seen a difference in subscriber count. Again, if you can make it through it, watch the video for me on the after party, if you want to call it that. Like, subscribe, leave some comments, because that really helps out, because I'm trying to get the algorithm back, because something's a little bit off here. So Sunday, got a little bit of a program for you, if you want to call it that. Let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go through the numbers. I'm going to start with Michael's numbers here. Well, nobody wants to see me right now. So according to him, by the 17th, well, we had 3370 active, 627 under contract. I'm not going to worry about expireds. And we had 501 sold. So average time on, or what we got here, average days on market, 32, 14 for the median, 625 for the average, 460. So you can see we actually have been driving down in price, which is amazing. And yeah, so I'm not going to get too deep into stats so far. I may just, you know what, I'm lying. I want to come here and I want to see what is going on. Let's just look at the 7 days. It's pretty much back to normal. 859 listed, 669 sold. Under contract is just shy of 1,000 there. And let's get into the numbers here real quick. Then we'll get into the rest of the show. So we're just going to see what has sold so far. I think what I showed on the last one when I did this is going to be what the numbers show. So I'm just going to do overall for the market right now. 1838 sold, single family. Well, yeah, condos, 231 sold. Results of that. $255 for the median close price, 16 days on market. We're not going to do manufactured tonight. I'm going to skip single family for just a second. 152 on the townhomes. Results. $356,990. Now, drum roll, because this is probably, well, you know what? I need to combine them. $990. So again, townhomes and condos are actually up, but this is where, let's just be honest, a lot of people put their attention to the single families. $460. It's just holding steady there. So yeah, not great. 1413 sold. So we're about on target. Let me check over here, see what we did last month. A second here. Yeah, supposed to be more talking tonight, but I just can't help myself. We're only a week out. I just really want to see what these numbers are doing. So as we can see, looking at the numbers, so single family housing is just blowing me away. It is down 5,000, but we're up on condos and townhomes. It's amazing. And let's see what the sales look like. I'm just going to do some good old math here. So Let's see. Oops. Where was it? Hold on. So 1928. Spent 21 days and 30 days in the month. So we're looking at about 2754 compared to, holy crap. There's going to be a big write up on that. Look at this. Let me make sure I did this right. So let's go back. We're looking MLS wide. Sold up until today. Single family homes. Oh, that's where I probably messed up. Look at that. That says 1413. I used something different. So never mind. So 1413. I'll still pull these stats back up again. I'm having a senior moment here, so it's actually 1413. That's why I wanted to check it out. That didn't make sense. So 2018, just based on trend line, and compare that to, so pretty close to units sold last month. So we're fairly steady. Just the prices are coming down, which is interesting. I don't know if it has something to do with interest rates, because right now prices should actually be exploding a little, but they're not. Okay, and let's just compare this to a year ago. So median 460. He got that for the week. Year ago it was 429 for the week. Okay. Okay, so what I was going to talk about today, showing houses this weekend, so I came across a few little things, so that's what I try to bring to you, just little lessons on how it works. Took somebody to see new houses yesterday, and they're like, I've been talking about the new houses a lot, and they were looking at like the standing inventory, what the prices were, and it's like, this doesn't reconcile here. I'll make up a number. The house is 900,000, but say they start at 600,000. How is it 600,000 here, but 900,000 here for the ones that are standing inventory? Well, it's the same thing. Get those sign flippers, the guys on the corners, this way to whatever home builder, big Nuke home builders, whatever, and they say prices start at 500,000 or whatever. Well, that's a price to start at, and they know nobody's buying that price to start at. For anyone who remember we had newspapers, especially Sunday papers, and you had that section, the automotive section, and then at the Toyota dealership, they always had the same Camry that was the same stock number, and it said starting at $16,994, because that Camry was something they knew nobody was ever going to buy. So you come there, you go, where's the Camry for $16,994? Then you look at it, it's like, what? Wait a minute. It's got a manual I didn't even know they put manual transmissions on Toyotas. You got to roll your windows up. What? What are you talking about? It doesn't have a radio in it. Nope. Yeah, that's how they got you. It's the same thing for homes. Think of them as the Sunday paper, those sign flippers. Think of them as the Sunday paper that says starting at 500,000. I get this all the time. Oh, I want to go look at this community because their homes are 500,000. No, that was starting at. So starting at is the smallest plan they have. They probably created a plan where they know nobody wants. It's got a bad floor plan or something. That house, if you were to buy it and buy the base house, they do stuff that you normally wouldn't think they would do, like wall-to-wall carpeting. Now, in this day and age, who wants wall-to-wall carpeting? If you were to take it back, a while, instead of tile or carpeting, they would have had linoleum, was whatever, because they know you're not going to buy it and going to do those upgrades. Everything in it's going to be base, and that's where the thing is, starting at. If you see somebody doing a sign that says starting at, just think about that. And then there's other things you got to think about. Lot premiums. We're looking at houses, and some one builder, their max lot premium was $100,000. They start at 5. And what a lot premium is, this is basically, uh, it's your view, where you're at. Are you on a cul-de-sac? Are you on the corner? Do you actually have a view? Is there a neighbor behind you? All that stuff you have to pay for in a new build. So all those things, when you're thinking about buying a house and you're going like, or selling a house, you go like, oh, my house is worth more because it's on the corner. Well, when the person did buy that house originally, well, I don't know when they started this lot premium thing. They had to pay more for it. I got a good view, at the time, because it could have been somebody could have built something that ruined your view. You had to pay for it, and you have to pay for it now. Then you got all the options they got to put in the house. Instead of the base cabinets, you want something that actually looks nice. You're going to want nicer granite. You're going to want all of these upgrades, and that's how they get you. The quick build homes, believe it or not, we're talking about the 900,000, 600,000. Well, in reality, that may have been $1 million house. If you had bought the house at 600,000, put everything into it, then it probably was $1 million house, because you don't get to choose. It's a $900,000 house. Think of it that way, because they're saving on materials when they do the quick builds. The ones they're doing now, the spec builds, all of that stuff is just plain included, or they've always done it that way. Because like one builder that I know of, they have like the Express series. They've always just done spec homes. That's what they're doing. So that's the difference, if you ever wonder. But if you see a sign flipper and they're doing, this way, and our homes start at 500,000, it's probably going to be an $800,000 home. I think I remember one time showing this guy, who's a state trooper, or what do they call them now? State police, NSP. We went to a place, it was in Cadence, and the houses were literally starting at 500,000. By the time you spec them out the way people wanted, got the lot premium paid and everything for a decent lot, that thing was $800,000. So when you see a sign flipper, add at least $250,000 to that price. Okay. If they're quick build homes, it's going to be cheaper for you. The next one I wanted to talk about is actually, I was showing homes today, and it went surprisingly quick. When you get experience at looking at homes, you figure in some little averages in which people will spend their time in a home. When you average it out, I was in, and people were spending a quarter of the time they normally do. And here's what happened. Same folks from yesterday. They were interested in a particular part of town, and I basically sent them on a little tour with no houses. So as they're touring, I'm like going through and figuring out what they're liking, and I'm sending them new homes throughout their little tour, yesterday afternoon through about last night. Well, after it was all done, they sent me the houses they wanted to go see. Well, here's the thing. Of the 5 homes we saw, they loved 3. And they only spent 5 minutes in every home, because they got to know the neighborhoods. And I'm starting to really think about this, because there are folks like who in this YouTube, like who do some of this YouTube stuff. You look at a lot of these channels have living in. The guy who originally started this, his name is Jackson Wilkie. And he now, when someone comes into town, they're looking for homes. first day, they won't show them homes. They give them a tour book so they can tour around. And I'm starting to see how great that is, because they're touring around. I'm getting to work and like find them better homes while they're touring. Oh, I don't like this kind. I don't like this neighborhood, stuff like that. I'm directing them to neighborhoods they may like, but based on what they're saying throughout the afternoon. And then at the end of the day, reconvene. These are the ones we want to see. I mean, they're touring right now. They're probably having big arguments, or not arguments, you know what I'm talking about, arguing with themselves. Which of the 3 homes I'm going to put an offer in on? And a lot of homes were eliminated because when they drove into the neighborhoods, they didn't want to live in that neighborhood. So that's one of the things. If you're looking for homes, I'm probably going to have to implement that now. Send people around to the neighborhood so they get to know the neighborhoods, and if that is what they want to do, or the kind of neighborhood they want to live in. Because all you're really doing in a case like that is going in to confirm that the pictures actually match. Because we talked about it earlier this week, how those pictures a lot of times don't match. That's what you're trying to do. Got a question here. Institutional home buyers are still purchasing. I was going to show a video and then I decided not to tonight. I'm going to go ahead and show it. Let me see here. Let me go find it if it's still in front of me here. Hold on. Oh, now I wish I had just gone ahead and done the video I was planning to do. Hold on. Oh, come on. Now that I closed it down, I can't find it. Maybe it's here. There you go. No, I actually showed this video yesterday. That's why I decided not to show it. I could show it again just to let you see it if you weren't here yesterday. Hold on a second. Let me just drag this over. Okay, let me share the screen.
Hey, this is Juan Ware, taking Community Access Lending with the Mortgage Market Minute. So, in the last quarter of 2023, 26% of affordable homes, more than 1 out of every 4, was purchased by investors, both individuals and by corporations. And this is at a record pace. It's a 24% increase from before. So, if the people with the data, the resources,
Did this yesterday
and the money are buying homes at a higher percentage than ever before, do you think prices are going to go up? They think prices are going to go up. Could they be wrong? Possibly, but they're kind of creating their own fortune on this. Now, is this fair? Is it fair that those people are buying homes when a lot of people can't afford properties? And the answer is no, it's not really fair, but it is the hand that's been dealt us. It's the hand that's been dealt to you. And so it's not going to get any better than this. It's not going to get any easier. So it's a challenge, but there are some ways.
Okay. I think I had to stop it about here yesterday too. So something ain't doing right with this video. So we're going to just cut that off. But no, it's not slowing down for institutional. As a matter of fact, let's go even deeper. Now, normally we can't really, well, you can pull them out, but just like real quick here, what we'll do is I'm going to share this and we're going to go in and like, we've already like looked at the solds here, right? Well, let's go down deeper and see how many of these so far this month were cash. So 1413, remember that number because I ain't going to remember it. And we will go into sold terms, cash. So 1413. Huh, that's interesting. So it's 361 divided by 1413. That's only 25.5. So technically, well, you know what he just said is true. 25%. Actually, at the top of the market, it was over 30%. So it is technically down, but you see the numbers that we have for the number of homes. So I'm just going to call it steady. And the problem is these guys are buying up homes that you want to live in. So if they're buying up homes you want to live in, and thing is, they're not all of them are fixers and flippers anymore. We have the real institutional investors. Their job is to create rentals. If you saw the video I did end of last month, beginning of this month, about DR Horton, and they have a neighborhood they're building of luxury townhomes. It's going to be rentals only. They're not building them to sell. And other people are doing that. And there was one, I did a video, it was over a year. It was like back before we had the little crest over because of the interest rates. It was one, they were buying like hundreds of homes, and they were having them built just to be rentals. So remember, those aren't even coming in here. So those are homes that could have been built that you could have lived in and paid and owned it, and not, been a renter paying their mortgage. And that's and it could lead to things like we were at I'll say it was DR Horton yesterday. And I've done my DR Horton video on Heartland, the little, I'll say the smaller single stories. And there's an interest list now. I mean, that's what I call it, what is a waiting list. They're calling it an interest list. And we went to these folks, we went to like the big homes. I have really got to go back there and do another video just to cover these places, because these are like 4,400 square foot houses, or single stories. They're like almost 3,000 square feet. And they have the multi-gen housing. So when I talked about the multi-gen housing Friday, that was related to going out Saturday. And yeah, these houses are huge. They're on a interest list also. And no, their intent was to build these things and have people do quick move-ins. Well, that's not happening right now because they have a shortage of labor. There are some material issues. So the last one I did, the video last month, they could do 8 houses per month. Yesterday they told me for this larger community, when I said larger, I mean larger homes, they're only, I think, what did he say? I think it was like 4 houses a month, or maybe 6. Because I want to go back and really talk to these guys about this one, because they were just really building some cool stuff up there. For those who know, it's in North Las Vegas, next to Aliante. They're building like this just huge community. And as a matter of fact, I was blown away when I went, when I was like going to it, and I'm like, where's this road at? I mean, you can see another road that has just been completed, and as far as I could see to the right, all I could see was just road. So it's going someplace. I got to go figure out where it's going, because it's probably going to be part of the stuff they're building. It's probably going to take a few years, because they're building a lot, man. They're putting out elementary schools, everything out there. Let me see. I don't know what you mean by sort of floor. It's usually floor means, you're kind of like, I don't know what you mean by floor. But most of California transplants that drove up all the prices, as far as I can see, even though the people I was showing today were from California, and people I was showing last weekend were from California. These aren't the Californians who sold their house in, oh, hold on. Okay, I got you now. These aren't the Californians who sold their houses back when everyone was paying $50,000 over. So they had the money and it made no difference to them. But everybody is getting that. Just getting the heck out of California. Who wouldn't be getting the heck out of California now? Let me get some of my Bloody Mary. I mean, they're doing exit taxes and stuff. It was Sharon Osbourne. I probably need to find that video and show. She was on something and she was talking about, her and Ozzy are moving back to England, and they're going like, we have to pay all of these taxes, continue to pay taxes to California. Man, those people don't play in California. There's this thing. Last name is Hewlett. If you can find him, there's a video on YouTube about him. This dude moved from California to Las Vegas. They were sending agents here and everything to try to prove that he wasn't living here, because he had founded a multi-million-dollar corporation and he moved it out of California to Nevada. And, they weren't exactly happy. And they're doing this crazy, crazy stuff to people. As far as price-wise, yeah, I would say we've hit a floor, if that's what you talk about, because prices are only going to go up in the future. Right now, they're being held down by these interest rates. I mean, somebody who bought a house at the very tippy top of the last market, if they were to try to buy that house, let's do it. Hold on, we got time. Although I just went over, I got enough people here to go. Like, I guess people want to hear this, so we'll just go to mortgage calculator. Now, the least interest that I know someone actually got, so I'm going to start this. I'm just going to use the median. 42 is our top. I'm going to do something a little different today. Somebody told me that when you go across all loans, the average down payment was 6%. Okay, so I'm going to use that. The least interest rate that I saw anyone get, me personally, was 2.25%. So I'm going to take away for now the property taxes. I'm just trying to make it even. Take away the PMI and the home insurance. I'm just trying to make this even. And I'm going to assume, since most loans are conventional, is conventional. So this person's payment would have been $1,731. You can keep the 88 cents. Now, we just showed that it was 460. Still use the same. And I gotta go grab a camera. A phone. See what Mortgage News Daily said today. So I'm just going to use. I just thought about that. Lenders who are sending me rates have not been sending me rates lately. So Mortgage News Daily says for a conventional loan, it's currently 7.44%. Again, I'm not a lender. I'm just reporting what they say, national average. I found it stupid. I have to keep saying that. So 1731. So I don't have to remember. 1731. Calculate. Somebody, oh my God, somebody buying a house today would have to pay $3,005. You can keep the 66 cents. That person would have to pay $1,274 at today's interest rates. I've shown it before. If you take a median home now and then put in the payment you would have to make. So let's just come down here. Just use the 3,005. I put in a $750,000 home, 6% down, 2.25%. Well, I got to keep going. An $800,000 home. Okay, I find this hard to believe. It's just, I'm going to call that good. It's $50 more per month. But somebody looking at a house right now to pay the same payment that you would have paid before the market change, your payments are the same as an $850,000 house. For those of you who don't know, there is a difference between a $460,000 house and an $850,000 house. OMG, this interest rates go down, things are going to get nuts. The only thing I see now is interest rates have not gone down. It was anticipated by now for them to go down. But of course, those inflation data, the Fed didn't like it. So we're lucky if they don't raise interest rates again, but I don't think they will. I think, they have to fear for their safety because people will go nuts if they raise interest rates again. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. So yeah, it is a floor. And let's see, it's gonna be interesting. Let's see how this did yesterday. That was yeah. I call it a floor. You're right. I don't see it. I mean, even though it did go down $5,000 from last month, let's not be. These interest rates are killing people. Because if I had to make a choice, I would like an $850,000 house. Just me personally. I mean, I can show you if somebody wants to see what an $850,000 house looks like compared to a $460,000 house. There's a huge difference. Matter of fact, let's just try something here real quick. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna go up in here. We're gonna look at some. We'll just look at what just sold, and we're going to look at 850 or less with a pool, because everybody wants a pool in Vegas, right? Of all the single family homes, 850 or less, 47 had pools. 47. That's what sold. Let's change this to 460. Well, that's actually pretty good. I actually did not expect that many to have pools. So that is blowing me away. So let's see what some of these recently sold homes for the median price. Let's see here. Let's go. The cheapest house was 280,000. Blows me up. And this house has a pool. Ready for that one? Okay. Let's look 390. Okay, that's not bad. That was a nice looking pool. I have to admit that. Let's see, 460 is going to be at our median. Not bad. I'd buy that for $1 or $460,000. Let's change that up. Let's go back to that 850. So we'll just do 460 to 462. 850, 27 homes to look at. And we will start at that it was 800,000. So let's just see what it looked like. Single family on a golf course, refurbished. I ain't gonna lie to you, I really don't like the white look. And that white on black, not here, I'm just talking about in general. I'm not impressed. I like just regular old granite countertops, that kind of brownish color. Okay, pool, spa. Okay, it was 2,400 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Now let's look at this one. $750,000, 5,600 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 6 bath. Okay, that's not in Las Vegas, I don't think. I'll have to check. But look at it. No, I think that is Las Vegas. Hold on, let me see where it was at. Let me do a little privacy here. Oh, it is Las Vegas. It's the east side of town. It was Hollywood. So you see the differences between 460 and 850. You get a lot more of everything for the same price from 2 years ago. So that's causing a heck of a struggle. Could you imagine if interest? Let's see what would happen if interest rates went down to 5%. Hold up, just 5%, which is way higher. And screw that up. So let's say 5%, and we're trying to find a number that's going to work. I'm going to start with 600,000. Whoa, out the ballpark there. It's live. That's close, man. That's $20 off, 22 to be exact. So you also realize there is a difference between a $460,000 house right now and a $600,000 house. So we could just look in here. We don't even have to look at the numbers. Let's just find one at 600,000. So here's the closest one. I'm going to share here in a sec. Oh man, I done gone over. I think it's an older part of town from looking at that that fence I just saw in the back. It's 590,000. Again, this is with a pool. This is with a pool. If I took that pool out, because right now pools are adding a huge amount. Let me go up in here and just change that pool out. Let's go see what we can find. $600 on the dot, built in 2024, 6,470 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4-bath with a basement. Hold up. That's $600,000. So would you rather have the four? Well, it's not Las Vegas, I can tell. Hold on a second. Go privacy so I can go look, see where it's at. It's in Alamo. Let's get rid of Alamo because I already know y'all you're gonna be going like, I'm not living in Alamo. I'm not even gonna cover where Alamo is. We're just gonna look here in the Las Vegas area. Come back to, yeah. We're just gonna, yeah, just leave it the way it is there. We're not gonna get too deep into this. Let's go back sharing. Man, look at y'all hanging with me. Let's go look for about something about 600. I'm going to use this 595 one here. I can tell that's in a retirement community. There are a couple little clues, but this is one big ass house to spend your final days in. But I'm assuming, I'm just looking at certain clues. And I'll go privacy here for a second to see if I'm correct. Is he correct? Del Webb community, age restricted. Pull back and a win. I just saw little clues there. So there you go. And he did ask another question. Let's see here. Not yet. I know right now, Florida, people have become homeless lately because they can't afford homeowners insurance. They're starting to sleep in their cars. In California, is close behind a bunch of insurance agencies are just shutting down shop. Vegas, I did notice my insurance go up, but if you watch this channel, you saw a thing where we had that slow leak under the sink and it ended up spreading all that mold and everything. So I don't know if my insurance went up because insurance went up in general, or because they had to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to remediate my home. I think it was the remediation that caused it to go up. It's kind of like if you have a car accident, your insurance goes up. So right now, it has not at this point hit Las Vegas. But insurance, from what I understand, is I've almost been wanting to do. As a matter of fact, it's on my list of videos to do. But I've been doing these live streams every night about the crazy reasons you need to get the heck out of California. Go over them again. I know my wife's mad because she ran and grabbed my dinner already from Buffalo Wild Wings. The taxes, they're crazy. They're talking about following you with taxes even after you leave. The thing I just discovered, the parenthood by estoppel. Huh? If you're nice to your neighbor's kid, you can get put on child support. Just crazy stuff. Insurance going through the roof. I hate to say this, the laws are against you if you want to protect yourself. I mean, just let the person come into your house and rob it. Here you go. Here's my jewelry. Oh, don't dare have a gun when somebody comes into your house. So you take care of things. Let's be honest here. When you outlaw guns, only criminals have guns. How come places that have outlawed guns, crimes go up? Crimes go up. I'm sorry, I'm getting on a soapbox here. Crimes go up because the good people don't have guns and the criminals do. So they commit more crimes because they know that people don't have guns. If they have guns, the criminals have guns. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Does anybody else have any questions? Because I've gone twice over. I just kept going because there are people and there are questions being asked. It's a productive Sunday night. It's like the good old days when I only did Sunday nights. Just trying to find that little sweet spot for my once a week. Okay, giving it a second here so I can get my B-dubs. Okay, I was going to talk about this. I don't know if I will or not. I'll get some community comment. Leave it just down below. I got this letter from, I'm not sure who, and it's about my last blood donation. They discovered I have some kind of rare blood type. And I don't mean like A, B, O, or any of that stuff. There's something about my blood that's rare, and only 1 in 1,000 people have this. I don't know what to call it, a condition or what. And they're wanting me to enter this rare donor program. So there's something about my blood where if somebody can't, there's some people who can't take a regular blood donation, my blood will actually work in them or something like that. And I don't know. I just have a fear of working this, getting into something like this and then having somebody always calling you up. Can you give a blood donation? Somebody in Wisconsin needs your blood right now. I don't know. It's a hard one. It's enough that I give blood 3 to 6 times a year, being civic service. Now they want me to be in some rare donor program, the American Rare Donor Program. I don't know. I'd love somebody to pipe in on that. Would you join the American Rare Donor Program because your blood has something that only 1 in 1,000 people have? My biggest fear I always have, look up Henrietta Lacks and what happened to her with her rare blood. So I just fear that kind of crap happening. Anyway, I am hungry because I was out showing houses today, even though it's efficient as can be. I will see you guys tomorrow because I don't have any more questions. If you need anything, call, text, email, better yet, there should be a calendar link down there. Get on the calendar. That way, like when I'm out showing houses, if you give me a call, I'll be able to at least carve time for you. Go like, oh, I can't show houses today because, or go to this meeting, or like I'm writing a class right now that I'm going to be teaching next month. Just get on the calendar, okay, y'all. I will see you again tomorrow. 21 days done, which leaves me with, I believe, with math and public 9 to go. We'll see how this goes. See y'all.